What's going on, Earthlings? In this video, I'm going to show you all the Marvel Legends action figures that I picked up and or received as gifts this December 2020. A total of 8,600 pesos was spent on all these action figures that I'm about to show you. I know it's a little too much and I should really tone it down. So my plan is next month, January 2021, I'm not going to spend a peso on any action figures. I know. Don't worry, I didn't blow my savings account on action figures. I still have savings. Don't worry. One thing you should know is that I'm new to collecting Marvel Legends action figures. I only started collecting this month. You might be wondering, Mr. Bespectacled Teacher, why did you start collecting Marvel Legends action figures? Well, to answer that question, last month, I picked up my first two Marvel Legends action figures. Magneto and Professor X from the Fox X-Men 20th Anniversary Marvel Legends series, Professor X and Magneto 2-pack. I instantly fell in love with how these figures have tons of points of articulation and they are very detailed. So you can tell stories with them, you can make them do cool poses. And I want to create a Marvel Legends display here in my room, so I decided to start a new hobby and start collecting Marvel Legends action figures. Let's now go to the first Marvel Legends action figure that I picked up this month. It's Netflix Daredevil from the Man-Thing Wave in 2017. Because the wave that this action figure is from was released 3 years ago, I couldn't find this figure in the toy stores in my area, so I had to go online toy hunting. Luckily, I was able to find someone who was selling this figure on Facebook. So I bought it from a guy who lives in QC for only 1,000 pesos. This is a loose figure, but it still comes with all the accessories for Daredevil. I decided to get this action figure because I'm a big fan of the Netflix Daredevil TV series, and in my opinion, it is the best live-action superhero TV show. Fight me! Season 1 was great, Season 2 was okay, and the third season was a masterpiece. If you haven't watched Daredevil yet, you should. Thank me later. So for the accessories, Daredevil has 2 extra hands, okay? One fisted left hand and one fisted right hand if you want this figure to do some punching poses. He also has 2 batons which you can connect to each other to make a staff, a short staff. Yep. The default hands on the figure are baton holding hands. I really love this action figure. There are sculpting details everywhere and the paint job is clean. It is also screen accurate in my view. So if I'm not mistaken, this is the suit that Matt Murdock is wearing in the season finale of Daredevil Season 1. This figure has tons of points of articulation, so you can do a lot of cool poses. Yeah. After Daredevil, I wanted to get a Spider-Man action figure next because I'm a big Spidey fan. Spidey is my favorite Marvel character, and I want a Spider-Man action figure in the blue and red costume to pose next to my Daredevil action figure. So the second Marvel Legends action figure that I bought this month is this SpiderMan from the Marvel Legends Ultimate Spider-Man and Vulture 2 pack. I bought this online from Zato Ichi Toy Shop for 1,400 pesos. I know it's a little pricey, but you know what? Here in the Philippines, Spider-Man action figures in the blue and red costume are very pricey. You go to physical toy stores, you will rarely find a Spider-Man action figure in the blue and red costume. So you really have to go online toy hunting to find one. And when you go online, you will find them being sold at very high prices because I think the online sellers know that it's very difficult to find one in a physical toy store. So online, they're selling it at very high prices. And can I just say that I love the shade of blue and red on this figure. Since this is Ultimate Spider-Man, he's younger now. He's supposed to be 15 years old, and for size comparison, here he is next to Daredevil. So he's shorter, obviously, than Daredevil. Although this is a loose figure, he still comes with all the accessories for Spidey from that 2-pack. So yes, for the accessories, he has 2 extra hands, 1 fisted left hand, 1 wall-crawling right hand. The default hands on the figure are the following: a wall-crawling left hand and a whipping right hand. According to what I read, some people claim that the Ultimate Spidey is a good alternative to Pizza Spidey because this Spidey action figure has butt swivels, which Pizza Spidey doesn't have. Plus, it can split farther than Pizza Spidey. This is a very poseable action figure. Okay. The third and fourth Marvel Legends action figures that I picked up this month are Yondu and Star-Lord from this Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 2-pack. These are 3/4-inch action figures, so they're really small. I bought this at Preston's for only 300 pesos. And I'm satisfied with them, although I haven't really taken these two out of the box. Um, they're great, although Star-Lord has some paint imperfections visible on his fingers here. Okay. The fifth Marvel Legends action figure that I picked up this month is Miles Morales Spider-Man from Marvel's Venom Wave. This figure was originally released 4 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, and since then it has become hard to find action figure. So online it's sold at a very high price. I bought this online for 2,400 pesos. Very pricey. Yeah, because it's rare. I know. It's a really good figure, so I don't regret buying it at such a high price. And Miles Morales is one of my favorite Spider-Man. The sixth Marvel Legends action figure that I picked up this month is Vulture from the same 2-pack that my Ultimate Spider-Man came from. This is a very cool figure. This is a loose figure, but it's in a near mint condition. Yup. I bought this from a guy on Facebook for 650 pesos. Not bad, I think. It comes with the extra head sculpt from that 2-pack. This is an unlimited Vulture head sculpt. The seventh Marvel Legends action figure that I got this month is the Marvel Legends Retro Spider-Man action figure. I didn't buy this. This was given to me as a Christmas gift by my girlfriend. Yep. Pretty cool figure, right? She told me that she bought this online for 1,900. Okay. This figure was released this year and it sold like hotcakes here in the Philippines. I don't think it's even already available in physical stores here in the Philippines. You can only buy this figure here in the Philippines online, and you know, just like what I said a while ago, Spider-Man action figures in the blue and red costume are very pricey here in my country for some unexplainable reason. Yup. And what's cool about this action figure is that it's super poseable. It has more points of articulation than the Pizza Spider-Man. I think it's safe to say that this is the definitive Marvel Legends Spider-Man action figure right now. And the last Marvel Legends action figure that I got this month is this Moon Knight. Yep, this is the Moon Knight action figure that was released this year. This was also gifted to me by my girlfriend. She told me that she bought this online for only 900 pesos, which is really cool because in physical stores, this Moon Knight is worth 1,499.75. Alright folks, so these are all the action figures in my December 2020 toy haul. And yeah, I wasn't really expecting that I'd spend a lot of money on action figures this year. But I consider these action figures as a reward for my hard work this 2020, because this year was really challenging and tough, let's face it. And I work as a teacher, and it was really challenging to teach online for the first time this year. I had to learn a lot of stuff in order for me to smoothly deliver my lessons to my students. And after recording this video, I'll probably start making cool poses with these action figures, because that's the thing that I love the most about these action figures. Each of them has tons of points of articulation, so you can make it do a lot of cool poses, and you can tell stories with them, right? So I'll do that. I'll probably start creating my Marvel Legends display as well. So yeah, if you have reached this part of this video, that means you probably enjoyed watching it. So consider giving this video a like or subscribing to this channel. Yeah, I have to stop recording now. So see you next time, I guess. Adios.